Hey guys, Jerry here, and welcome back to GregTech once more. I have realized that we're missing a machine. Basically, down here we have the forge hammer, the steam smelter, and the squeezing extractor, and all of these we've replaced, but not this one, the extractor. So, I was gonna make some cables in preparation for the next episode here, and I realized, well, I can't because I don't want to fire up the coal boilers. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that I'm gonna make an extractor that works on electricity, because that's the time that we're in now. So that should be extractor. There should be an automatic extractor here, which uses a circuit, stainless steel machine hull, and 4 tree taps. And as you can see, I conveniently have 4 tree taps right here. And we also have 2 circuits right there. We have some steel plates. 6 of those and 1 of these. Just 1, I think. Because we made the assembly machine a couple of episodes ago. And this little brilliant thing here can actually make... it needs more iron. I think it needs a couple. I think it actually needs exactly 2, so whatever. This machine can make something called machine parts, and is it really 4? It must be 4 then. Damn, I'm running up and down these stairs all the time now. But yeah, if it really is 4, I think... No? As soon as we turn our back to it, it starts working. Okay. Anyway, once this machine actually finishes, we will have something called machine parts. And instead of using the wrench and 8 plates, we can use 1 machine part and 6 plates, which is quite a bit cheaper in terms of making the advanced machine casings here. So that is my plan right now. Like you can see, you have the 6 plates and the machine parts. Supposedly they're just random machine parts, but apparently they're just the parts we need to save some material. So how perfect for us, how very perfect for us. Get a bit of extra juice in there. And then we'll just wait patiently for this. We also have 1 more circuit in surplus, so that's exactly what we need. I can't... Well, I think I have enough copper cable to make a couple more, but yeah, getting the extractor is going to be good, so let's get that on the way. Actually, we have all this stuff on us, we can just use this one. Rather than making room for all the silly little... what are they called? Tree taps. Alright, so we can put this one right there next to the others, and once it loads in, we can put in our resin. And if you look at the recipes here quickly, you can see that we can extract dyes from flowers, we can extract rubber from rubber leaves, rubber from resin and wood, of course. Can be used for emptying batteries, apparently. We can empty cells, we can suck the bricks out of brick blocks. So yeah, a couple of different things we can use it for. But the thing we're kind of rooting for here is just the plain old rubber. Now, these machine parts are gonna come in really handy, because the way that, as I mentioned last time, we need to make a blast furnace. And a blast furnace is a multi-block structure. I think it's the first electric multi-block you need to make in GregTech. And as you can see, it uses EUPTEC 128. So it needs a lot of power. It needs more power than we actually have. And that is quite a bit of an issue. Also, this blast furnace here is the Railcraft one I mentioned. So it needs the magma cream. Anyway, the industrial blast furnace. In order for it to work, you need these things. They're called standard machine casings, reinforced or advanced. And the standard one, as you can see, made from iron, iron machine hulls, standard circuits, very simple stuff. Then you have the reinforced one, which is made from steel, and advanced circuits, and the advanced one, which is made from chrome, which is nearly impossible to get. So, in order for us to make stuff like aluminium and the further on alloys, we need a blast furnace with a certain heat capacity. And the difference between these in terms of what they do is the heat capacity that they provide to the machine. So if we made one out of only standard machine casings, we would get a heat capacity of 1000 kelvins, which I think is enough for steel. But once you want to make more advanced alloys like aluminium and such, you need the higher heat capacity that only the other things can provide. I wanted to find a recipe here. Industrial blast furnace. Yeah, you can see heat capacity 1700 Kelvin. So that means, I think, something like 12 or 16 standards and 8 or so of the reinforced to get to this. So yeah, there's a couple of different ways you can make the aluminium here, depending on how well you've cleaned up your raw resource. And as you can see, it requires a lot of power. Like, the more cleaned you have it, the less power it takes. But the rough stuff here needs a lot more power. So that's that. But, as you saw, the blast furnace requires 128 EUs per tick, energy units, I guess. We can only provide 32, so either way we need to transform this up, and then we could never ever fill it enough to deal with the speed at which the more advanced machines consume the energy. So, rubber pulp, ooh, interesting. And what can we do with this? We can smelt it, okay. So we need to upgrade our energy system if we want to make a blast furnace and use it. And that is a challenge, because if you want to make enough energy for that sort of thing, you need a way to store it, at least in Industrial Craft and GregTech. And the way you store this is the CESU, I think, yeah, which is made from bronze plates, of course, and the advanced rechargeable batteries, which need sulfur and lead. Now, lead is very, very simple for us, because we have lead ore right here, and it's just a matter of macerating it up. The sulfur, on the other hand, is slightly more of a challenge, because, as far as I know, sulfur ore does spawn. Whoops, I didn't mean to throw that away. Sulfur ore does spawn near lava lakes underground, I think. But, another way of getting it is if we just, again, use the lovely search here. Sulfur, it's sulfur. You are. There we go. Recipe. We can get it from netherrack if we had an industrial centrifuge, which we don't. We could electrolyze it from various stuff, which we can't. We can make it from little piles. Or we can get it as a side product from macerating. Let's see. Oh, we might actually be able to get it directly from pyrite in the nether. Really? Do we have sphalerite? Did we pick up any pyrite at all in there? That's the question. No, I don't think we did. In any case, let me just quickly toss this sword in the alloy smelter. That should hopefully work. I also can't remember if I actually showed this chest here. This is a chest of random loot I've been getting from adventuring about. So we got the horse armor from last time. We have these books here. Greg OS Manual 2, Crop Dictionary. I'm not quite I haven't read them yet. We have a pair of steel shears. Very nice. We got some purple drink. Some emeralds. Bit of formium. Some steel stuff. You know, good stuff. But let's actually just quickly go to the nether, and I have my fortune picks. I think there was some pyrite that wasn't too far from where we came in, so let's just have a look and see if we get sulfur from that. If not, we might need to set up the sturdy grinder again, because the macerator, while giving double ores, it does not give byproducts. For that we need a rock crusher, or the universal macerator, which comes later on. Alright, pyrite. Let's see, this way. I saw a bunch of yellow stuff in the walls up here, so maybe we can find some of that again. There's some pyrite. that gives us 30 pile of parrot dust. Which, yes, it does contain sulfur, but unless we have either a centrifuge, yeah, we need a centrifuge, and then we need to electrolyze it, I think, yeah. So that's not really an option. Tiny piles, but yeah. So the other option we have is setting up the sturdy grinder and trying to throw some ore through there. There's an infernal hive there, another beast, interesting. So yeah, let's go back home and then set up that grinder, and I think we're gonna have to fire up the steam boilers again for that. Pity. It's a waste of resources. But we need some sulfur, and we actually need a total of 3 sulfur to make the CSU. Then on top of that, I think we might need to make a couple more batteries for whatever, some reason. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. In any case, the sulfur, you can see there's so many different sulfur dust, it's ridiculous. We need to find the one that works in the universal macerator. Universal macerator, there we are. Alright. So let's see. Sulfur ore, of course, gives sulfur. That makes sense. Parrot ore, which you can still touch, gives it. Galena ore, which we have a bunch of, does give it as well. 10% chance, meaning that it'll be 5% chance. With the, let's see. I think we might actually be able to put in some crushed galena ore, yeah. So technically, let's give this a go. Actually, sturdy grinder. Set this up. Let's just put it right. Yeah, let's just put it here. That should give it steam. And then let us go crush up some of this galena ore if I can find it. There we are. I'm just gonna crush up 1 to start with, just to make sure that we can actually do it. There we go, generator, plenty of power. We should have a bunch of rubber in here, yes, beautiful. Should be 2 gold ingots there. Don't think we have any other machines going, nope. Alright, so we can macerate the stuff to get the crushed ore. And then the question is whether we can put the crushed ore in the sturdy grinder here. Yes, we can. So, when we put this in the sturdy grinder, it should use the universal macerate recipe here and give us 30 pile of galena dust and half the chance of this for sulfur dust, so 5% chance. But we'll see. Yeah, it does give us the 30 pile of galena dust at least, so we can then centrifuge later on, once we have the centrifuge. But for now, I think we're just gonna have to settle for hoping for byproducts. So let's macerate a bunch more of this stuff. 16, that's a good number. Alright, while that is going, I think we're gonna put the rest of it over here. That was cobbled, that was my cobbled. I've mentioned a couple of times the centrifuge machine, and I'm just wondering actually what is the recipe for that. The industrial centrifuge, as you can see, it's only 32 EU per tick in, so technically we should be able to make it, and yes we can, but we need 2 machine hulls, we need 2 advanced circuits, and we need a bunch of steel plates. Or do we actually need stainless steel? Like, they all seem to be stainless. All the different things that they cycle through seems to be stainless, so we might actually need the stainless steel, which is a very high requires a very high temperature in the blast furnace, so that's fun. So that's a bit away yet. So for now we're gonna have to settle for the manual slow way here to get sulfur. Unless of course we can find some underground. That's the other challenge. I don't know about our odds for finding that though. I mean, it's easy enough to search underground, no big deal, but the question is of course finding stuff. So, right now the situation is that we need to make a lot of these circuits here, and that means we need to make a lot of red alloy, we need to make a lot of machine casings to get the blast furnace, and we also need to make, as you can see here, a blast furnace. It needs 2 of these induction furnaces here. Now, induction furnaces are an improved version of the automatic e-furnace that we have. It's just improved with a bunch of copper and some more machine hull. So, yeah, we need to make another 2 of these things, and that means, again, a ton of steel, some machine hulls of various kinds, a lot of hard boring work, which I am very much tempted to say I'm not gonna bore you with, but I'll just do it on my own, sort of to save you guys the trouble. We actually forgot to light up this thing. So we just kind of used the steam that had saved up in there. That's fun. Do we have any honeycombs we can put in here? Yeah, we do. So just in case we get extra steam, we can turn this machine on. Alright, so that's doing something. Still no sulfur, but we're keeping our hopes up. At least we are getting double the ore. So that's good. What was I gonna do? Do we have any other machines out on this tier that we haven't made? If not, then do we have any other generators that could make for interesting? Let's see, add mod, add indus, whoops, induc. Let's see, there is a bunch of vanilla machines for industrial craft which are disabled. I think there should be an automatic e-compressor somewhere for GregTech. I don't know if does it actually do they show up as GregTech then? Yeah, there they are. There they are. All right. So generators. Let's see here. A bunch of different stuff that all looks the same. Automatic compressor. Yeah. The compressor is another machine that we haven't really paid much attention to. It what it allows us to do is squeeze stuff together into more compact stuff. That's kind of what you expect something called a compressor to do. A bunch of the recipes are rather nonsensical, but a lot of them actually do make a lot of sense. And if I could somehow find those recipes here. I'm just wondering because if there's anything here that's actually made in the compressor, so I can go from there. But it doesn't really. Potato on a steak. What use is that? Roasted potato on a steak. That must be some sort of inside joke. Actually, hold on. There should be some compressed air cell somewhere here. Because that one would most definitely be a compressor recipe. But I'm not seeing it. Alright, let's just go for search for air, then there should be compressed air cell recipe, compressor recipes. There we are, okay. There we go. So the compressor allows you to make some certain plates. It allows you to make plant balls, which can be used for biofuel. It allows for a couple of random stuff here, makes blocks. It allows you to make the energy crystals, which is the next tier up of energy. It allows you to make a bunch of different stuff actually, but it appears that mainly it's the blocks, and then it's plates out of stuff that is not necessarily a metal. I wonder if the block recipes are actually disabled and you need the compressor to make them. That might be the case. In any case, we are gonna need a compressor before too long, and the recipe for it is not actually that bad. So I was thinking we could spend a bit of time doing that. So, automatic compressor, recipe is the steel machine hull, electronic circuit, and the rest. So we'll take another 6 of these steel plates and put up in the assembly machine up here. Yoink. Take this back down. Put over here. Do we have any sulfur yet? No, we do not. That's sad. 5% chance, I guess, is kind of low. For every 20 we should get 1 sulfur, but of course that's no guarantee. We need some of these. That means we need red alloy. Which do we have any red alloy? No, we do not. Fantastic. Alright, so we need some copper and we need some redstone. And we need the alloy smelter. And we need a lot of power because we're gonna make plates out of this, so that means we need to fire up pretty much everything. Do we have anything ready? Steel machine hulls ready there. Nothing in there, nothing over here. Red alloy. That's fine. Plate bending machine. There. Gotta use the right slot. And hopefully we have enough power for this. So that's gonna take a while. And look at all these eggs. Just stuffing all the chickens in there, because why not? Still no sulfur, come on. Do we really have to start macerating some more galena? Also, what does bauxite actually give us? Grossular dust, which I have no idea how to use. Anyway, galena, another 16. Let's get it up there. It should be able to give us the sulfur, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna be really, really upset. Again, it seems to be something that happens once in a while here. I get upset over stuff not working as I hope it does. But we need some chuck, or some coal coke for the furnace here. Come on, give me some sulfur already, it's not that hard. All the machines going everywhere, all the machine sounds, just... Do we have... Oh yeah, we're out of power. Alright, let's... get everything going here. I gotta keep that power flowing since we're using quite a few of the machines all of a sudden. The alloy smelter, did it really use all? Yeah, I guess we only put it in enough for 4. Right, that should be enough. This one is nearly done. I'm really looking forward to us having the blast furnace, because the blast furnace also allows to make, like as I mentioned, aluminium, and aluminium is kind of a key element because it allows you to make windmills, among other things. And windmills are one of the more reliable sources of energy, renewable energy, that you don't really pay for once you make the machine. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Alright, let's see, we have circuit, we have steel machine hull. What's the recipe again? And then we just need some smooth stone. Do we have smooth stone? Yes, we do. Alright, everything is going according to plan. Grab this one, grab that one. Bam, that's that way around, and there we go, automatic compressor. Now I think we're getting close to having all the machines that we can potentially get at this stage in the game. By the way, now that we're here, I'm just gonna grab my wrench, because that's my Buildcraft wrench, that's the wrong one. I think it's over here, yeah, there it is. Also, let's fire up this one. Again, a lot of stuff going on here, I'm just using every... Yeah, there we go. Grab this one, because the automatic e-furnace, the reason it's automatic, or part of the reason it's automatic, is that it can actually put stuff out immediately. So if we put in a piece of cobble here and turn on that button, it should automatically put it in the chest. Because it's an adjacent inventory that's next to it. No? But it's supposed to. That's why it's automatic. Shit! Alright, note to self. Don't touch that button. Holy moly. That's gonna take some cleaning up. Alright, I think that we're gonna end this episode here. I have some cleaning up to do. I'll see you next time. Bye.